I'm Glynn Crutsinger. We're here with a new episode for Lease It or List It. And this week we're talking with Lidiya Dunn from Maid in Texas. We've been using you probably 4 or 5 years or
I think we've
longer.
been working together about 4 or 5 years. You're right.
And kind of tell the audience about you and your company.
Well, our company is owned just by me and my husband. It's not a franchise. It's a family-owned company. Sometimes people go and say, "Oh, it's a veteran-owned. It's a
Hmm.
women-owned." We're both. My husband is a veteran. I'm a woman.
Yep.
So, but we definitely started from scratch when we moved to North Texas because we do have an experience in that type of a business when we lived in California, and we've been growing since. We're doing pretty good, and we service Collin and Grayson County, and we're planning to expand to East Denton County as well
Uh-huh.
this year.
So explain the difference. I guess the biggest thing our owners that we have, there's a difference between owner clean when they clean it themselves and what is expected during the rental process. Trying to do the make ready,
It
getting the
is,
place
it
cleaned up
is,
for the
and
showings.
sometimes it is not.
Hmm.
Because when we clean the house and we clean for somebody to move in. It could be when people sell the house, as you say, owner and the new owners come in.
Hmm.
It could be a difference between move out and move in. It really depends who is, because when people move in, they like want every inch of the house to be touched
Hmm.
because they want to bring their stuff and start putting things away and not worried about going over shelves and baseboards and making sure everything is ready for them. Uh, Rental property pretty much the same because we getting it ready for people to move in.
Hmm.
So when they bring their stuff, they want the same quality of cleaning
Hmm.
when it comes to them to start getting themselves settled in a house.
What's a standard clean versus a more detailed, what
So
we
more
call a deep
detail clean. When
cleaning?
is when house is vacant, and it's so funny because a lot of times people when they would call it, they would say, it's vacant, it's easy. Vacant house takes longer to clean, and I'll
Hmm.
explain why. Because when you clean a regular clean maintenance, let's say we go to somebody's house and maintain the cleaning, uh, we clean surfaces. We clean bathrooms, we clean toilets, the showers, floors, dust baseboards, fingers on refrigerators and doors and cabinets. But when it's a vacant home cleaning, we go inside of the cabinets.
Hmm.
We go inside of the drawers. We go under the sink where the cabinet is under the sink. We go inside of every single appliance. It could be oven, refrigerator, whatever is in there in order to clean it. We go in the closets. It's just getting everything
Hmm.
clean. That's why and we go on hands and knees and cleaning baseboards on the perimeter of the house.
Right.
That was not done usually when it's maintenance because it's furniture in the house.
Right.
So it's easier because there's no furniture to wipe, but it is more detailed work
Right.
because you're literally touching every inch of the house.
Yeah, because I know we've kind of grown our list as far as things that we always cover, but we make sure y'all do the ceiling fan blades,
Correct.
the return air and discharge air vents.
Yes.
There's always the
The
dust there.
ceiling fans, the around the doors frames, fingerprints
Hmm.
on switches,
Right.
fingerprints around the door handles, light fixtures in the bathrooms and everywhere. It is. Unfortunately, sometimes the house could be such a tall ceilings, and it could be a big chandelier or big ceiling
Right.
fan. And those were limited sometimes to get those to get done, but we know the trick. The window cleaners can get those
Right.
done.
Um, Now, do y'all is in your standard package is window cleaning
No, we do
part of that?
not. We will
Hmm.
do the cleaning inside of the
Hmm.
windows. So the window blinds, or whatever the coverings you have, shutters, blinds, and window sills inside of the windows. But we're not equipped to do the cleaning
Right.
outside.
Some of the things I know that we've added to the list of things that we have you do, like the window sills.
Yes.
Uh, we tend to, when a house is vacant, maybe you get flies or gnats or something. They always
Yes.
collect there. Also, where the window latches are, that surface.
That's correct.
That's a new
Yes.
part that we've
Hmm.
been adding to our list. With toilets, we always want to make sure.
The
We've
toilets,
even gone to the
the
detail where you got
stains,
the what do you call it, the
pumice stone,
pumice
pumice stone.
stone,
Yes, pumice stone
to
cleaning.
clean out the
Yes.
rust and
Hmm.
the that buildup. Um,
Yeah, unfortunately, in this area, the water is so hard.
mhm.
The buildup happens really quickly, like on shower wall, like showers,
Showers and
on a toilet
the
even. And
corners
if
and
people don't
everything.
use the brush on a regular
Right,
basis, it does have a buildup
right.
in the toilet.
Now, what about, do y'all handle like garages, stuff like that?
We do. Whenever it's vacant home, if we get a request to clean,
Hmm.
usually it's not on our standard list. But if the customer is asking us, can we please get the garage at least like cobwebs and
Hmm.
sweeping possible? Yes, we definitely will help.
We
And
we
some,
had a property I walked the other day. I bet it had 200 crickets, dead crickets.
that's
When
happens.
the weather changed, they all
Mm-hmm.
came inside because it was cold,
That's happens.
and they were just, the whole floor was crickets.
And you mentioned about the bugs on the ceiling, window sills, and it is very true. It could be even a model home that is getting
Hmm.
touched all the time, where you can go, like if you go to next time in a model home, you can sneak in and see the window sill. You will find a bug or two because they get in
Right.
and they die there.
Some of the things our owners, they have a hard time understanding is, it's a vacant house, nobody's living there. How can it get dirty? But
It
you got
does.
people showing it. You're showing it. You got realtors bringing in clients, kids, whatever. They're tracking in dust. That when the doors are open, you got
And the
dust blowing in.
dust
Uh,
itself, you would
yes.
be surprised. Even if a house is locked and closed, it gets in. I don't know how it
Yeah.
does. The spiders get in. You get spider webs, you get dead
Hmm.
bugs, you get dust. It would be a thin layer of dust if you even nobody's in the house for 9 months. We
Right.
just were cleaning the house, that brand new house.
Right.
Nobody lived in it, but it was vacant. They didn't sell it. Same thing. It was just dust everywhere.
What measures do you do, like to like your toilets, your showers? What do y'all use, any special chemicals or anything that
We
cleans
we
those?
we definitely carry the chemicals, the products that will work on certain surfaces because I would say I always tell with conversation with the cleaners, it's about 90% of the homes right now have hard floors.
Hmm.
Any type of hard floors. It could be laminate floors. It could be a real wood. It could be a concrete. It could be a ceramic tile,
Hmm.
or even a marble. Or it depends.
Hmm.
Everybody, but it's a hard floor. So people like to make a hard floor and use rugs in the house.
Hmm.
And probably less than 10% of the houses have a carpet, actually installed carpet in their bedrooms. You see those less and
Right.
less. It takes longer to clean, to be honest, because when it's a rug, when it's a carpet, you vacuumed and you're done. Here you have to vacuum and mop. It
Yep.
takes longer to clean. And you
Yep.
need to know, yes, we do carry the products for the hard floors. Majority of the houses right now have some sort of countertops. It could be a stone, like most of the houses. It could be granite, it could be marble, it could be quartz.
Hmm.
So we have a cleanings for those stainless steel appliances. Yes, for each surface we provide a cleaning supply, including oven inside. Even some ovens are self-cleaned, and you
Yep.
can clean it that way. It's probably the best way to clean, so you don't put the chemical inside. But we do carry those as well.
Now, is oven cleaning, uh,
It's a
is
standard
that
for
a separate,
vacant.
or is
No,
that
it's a
a,
standard for vacant home. We don't, if it's people maintaining, we don't do it unless we're asked to be done. But if it's a vacant home, it has to be done.
okay?
Because when we get hired to get clean the house, if we don't do it, who will?
Yeah.
That's my question all the
Right.
time.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
When life hits hard, late payments, medical bills, job loss, or even the need to move quickly, many homeowners feel trapped. The fastest way out seems to be selling to a cash investor, but that means giving your home away for pennies on the dollar. You don't have to do that. Nearly half of homeowners today are equity rich, and that value belongs to you. With our One Move program, you can unlock that equity immediately, get cash in hand now, and still share in the upside when your home resells. Or, if you'd rather, we'll shop your property to multiple cash buyers so you can choose the best offer instead of settling for one low bid. Go to donedealoffers.com and discover the smarter way to get cash fast without losing the equity you've worked so hard to build.
Ever had to leave work to deal with a problem at your rental property? Wonder when the rent check will arrive? Interrupt your family fun to make repairs? Do you worry when one of these issues will happen to you? Maybe it's time for a change, a chance to do the things you want to do. With Real Property Management, the nation's trusted leader in property management, you'll get more from your rental property without the headaches and hassle. We fill vacancies quickly so you can spend time doing the things that are important to you. We screen tenants thoroughly so you can have peace of mind. We collect the rent so you can pay your bills on time. We provide cost-effective, reliable maintenance so you can spend time with your family. We conduct frequent evaluations of your rental property so you can feel comfortable knowing your home is being maintained. We handle evictions so you can avoid confusing legal forms and time in court. We provide online statements and regular communication so you always know the financial status of your property and feel in control. And through training and support from a nationwide network with over 25 years of experience, we stay up to date and lead the industry so you can sit back and let us handle the details. Don't spend your time unclogging toilets, chasing down rent payments, and learning how to comply with property management laws. The professionals at your Real Property Management office take on the hassles of property management so you don't miss out on the things and people important to you.
Again, the cleaning guys mentioned about cleaning being move in and move out, especially when it's a rental place. When people move out, the goal number one is to get deposit back, right?
Right.
So that's very true. So they don't really care how it is detailed and everything like that. When people move in, it's a different level of cleaning because they want, like I said, every surface to be ready for them to put money, the things out and start putting things in the closets, in the cabinets, and everything like that. So, but we treat rental properties. Sometimes we don't even know if our customer is it a rental home or not.
Right.
Until they move out, and then we find out.
Right.
When they tell us and stuff. When we work with you, with your company, and I really do appreciate our business relationship, we definitely always try to stay in the same standard and make sure we provide everything needs to be done. Again, your customers, your tenants who are moving in, they get, and I understand the customer, the owners of the home, they were trying to stay within the budget. But again, as we've worked so many houses together and the situations happen, then it could be same size of the house, but it could be completely different condition.
Yep.
And in this case, we do have a minimum of 4 hours for vacant home cleaning. We do for everybody. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it could be even less than 2,000 square feet home, but it takes 8 hours to clean because whenever people lived there, they never cleaned for the whole year or two. And
so
it happened before.
We have a lot. That happens to us a lot. And how do y'all handle, like, they leave personal belongings behind, all that stuff?
Yeah, in those cases, we definitely do not hold things out. Like I always say, if it's a lot to take, we don't have equipment. We don't have a trucks for it or anything like that. But if it's a little bit of things left behind, like it could be even food in a refrigerator or like hangers or some couple of bags of something, yeah, we'll throw it away. We'll clean it out, clear it out, and just unless we're told not to touch it.
Yeah, generally we tell you
right.
if it's
Generally,
there, if it's not nailed down, it's trash.
Exactly. And then sometimes people, when they're renting the place and there's like, oh, we're still moving, we have our stuff in the garage, please don't throw it away. But we left the house open for you to clean and stuff.
Right.
And another very important thing for us is when we clean vacant home, rental home, And we had to put it in our policies because it happened before when we go in and there's no electricity or water.
Mm-hmm.
We would not clean. Because before we would, okay, we will clean it and see how, but we cannot see. Like in some bathrooms, when they don't have a window, we can't see, literally. And without water, I mean, chemicals are a good thing, but you always have to clean everything and wipe everything with
Right.
water
Right.
and rinse it off and stuff. That's the big condition that we have to have. Those two things.
We've learned that as we've gone.
That's right. It happened, but lately everything was good. Yes.
Are there any? I know y'all don't necessarily do hazmat type properties where
Right.
it's
it-
really above and beyond the normal
Yes.
cleaning.
It is some of the it doesn't happen often, but it's been places that we had to walk off because it's literally different level of cleaning and people and there is a companies who do
Mm-hmm.
those kind of like when if it's a glass all over the place, like a windows got busted.
Mm-hmm.
Or if one time we walked on the job and it was person was in a hospital for a long time, left the food. I mean, there was maggots all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
You just cannot do. I walked one time in the bathroom. The whole bathroom was black
Mm-hmm.
from the mold, like ceiling, walls, and it is you have to have a special equipment in order to handle those
Right.
kind of things.
Right.
But if it's just excessively dirty, it's all about the matter of time. Yes, and having the right tools in time.
Do you have any war story, good or bad stories you want to
Oh,
tell?
well, like I said, good or bad stories. Sometimes you always remember that customers who are something unique happened on the bad way. Like I said, black ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't do that. But one time we had a customer, unfortunately, had to walk off because she had a guest coming, but she had a puppy meal inside of her house.
Mm-hmm.
And we turned on the heater. I don't remember, it was a heater or a conditioner. And hundreds of flies flew out from the duct into the house.
Oh wow.
It was like the walls were covered from flies droppings. It's just like you cannot breathe. You cannot do anything. It was, and she had a child in that house. And I was like, it was such a bad situation. And we try to help as much as we can. In those certain cases, we just cannot do it. We
Yeah.
just physically
Yeah.
cannot do it. And it was another house we walked in from anywhere you would stand, like I would stand by the window, by the door, I could see at least 5 or 6 black widows. Like the whole house was covered in with cobwebs. Black widows.
Makes you wonder how they can live that way.
I don't know. It is, I mean, it is, I've been in this business since 2006. So I've seen a lot of different things, and another thing is like I said, we would be honest with the customers. That's why I don't know how other online only companies operate without talking. Sometimes you don't see the house. We quote over the phone. But at least you talk to people. You understand what you're expecting based on what they're telling you. But when people go and don't even know what to expect, it's just a completely different. Because it's such a personable business.
Right.
When people let you in your home, I'm not talking about Vacant right now. It is a level of trust you have to have. It's different than having a gardener or the pool cleaner when they come and you need to make sure they don't forget
Right.
to close the gate so dogs don't run out. But here people let you
You're
into
in
your
their business.
personal space. And yeah, it is a level of trust that not a lot of people would have. We had a customer one time who we cleaned the whole house except master bedroom and bathroom. The main the main bathroom and bedroom. And it took them a year before they added to the cleaning because it's like people don't feel they wanted to be
They didn't want
safe,
you
not
in their
only
space.
safe exactly. So they wanted to make sure that they're ready to take that step.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
because not that many people are. So sometimes we do work with the rental property like you are. And when we work with not a construction or remodel, and then sometimes you have to, because
Mhm.
people live house in such a condition, you go, oh my God.
Hmm.
So, and we do offer sometimes cleaning in between, because like you don't want to
That
get into
happens with
this.
us every once in a while
Yes,
because
yes.
we it has a whole a trailer load of trash that we
Mm-hmm.
got to get rid of. We got to clean it before we can even bring in our vendors to do stuff. So that does happen for us.
Yes, it does. It does. And like I said, it could be some situation. One of your properties was the example a few years back. It was an apartment
Hmm.
with the refrigerator when we opened it was black inside.
Hmm.
Everything got so rotten in there that it was already liquid.
Yep.
I even tell you that times like they need to get a new refrigerator in
Yep.
there. Everything else will, but they left everything behind. It
Hmm.
was a small apartment, but took 2 days to clean because of the condition of it.
Yep.
And that's unfortunately how sometimes people, um, you know, I don't know how
They
they
don't
live in
have
that.
disregard of, or they don't regard the owner's property.
That's the
It's not.
unfortunate. Like
It's bad.
exactly. When people it's not yours,
Hmm.
people don't take care of it. Unfortunately, a lot of times,
Yep.
and it is very true. It is very true, and that's why being in a business like you are, being like one of those things. I understand it's a owner's home, and you are a person
Hmm.
who is managing all of that for them. And when you score a rent tenant that is good tenant who is doing
Hmm.
everything that you go, oh my God, it's
Yep.
just the things happen right way. Yeah, and we've done houses as well. People lived and they rented, and they finally like, oh, we are done with the renting, so we bought a house. And you go in, you would never know. I mean, people take care of things because they really treat everything like it's their own.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to know
Those are
the
the tenants you
people.
love to have, or and you hate
Exactly.
for them to go.
Exactly. It's like even my own home. I was like, if I buy another house, do I want to turn it into the rental? Because my
Hmm.
home is not that big. It would be probably really good rental house. It's like I put so much love into
Yeah.
this house, and thinking about something can happen to it, and like
Yep.
it's like a child.
Yep.
Your child. That's just hard to. When you sell it, it's a one story. But when you rent it and you have to come back and see what happened to it, you go like, oh no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't want to
scary.
do that.
It's
Yes.
scary. It's you've got to
Mm-hmm.
grow with that and
That's right.
understand
That's right.
what people can and can't do, and you got
Mm-hmm.
to trust your property manager to make sure they take
That
care
is
of it.
very true. That is very true. And like I said, we do work with property management companies and providing service, and we try our best to because you guys give us your company give us business.
Hmm.
So when you need to get it clean, we will make it a priority. That's for
That
sure.
I
Yeah.
Y'all definitely do a great job for us.
Yeah.
We call, and typically we can get you within a day
We
or
try
two,
our best. I
and
mean,
do a great job.
thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate it. But like you said, if to take the quality of cleaning between like move-in cleaning, let's say,
Hmm.
when you get the house ready for tenants to move in, we try to be it doesn't matter if person that bought the home or person is renting, because we wanted to make sure it's like we wanted to have that feeling. Oh, I understand there is no furniture, but we wanted to have that feeling when when you walk into the hotel room or the well done
You smell that
Airbnb,
you smell
you
clean.
see it, you smell
Yeah.
it. Every detail
Hmm.
matters in that case. And what helps in our case as well, when house is well maintained. When we go into the house and the house hasn't been painted for a long time, or it wasn't done, like the shower glass door is 25 years old, I
Hmm.
cannot make it look brand new. No matter how much we'll be scrubbing, it's not going to be new.
Yep.
Like if the we even had a questions before asked from us, can you clean the walls? My first question is like, what kind of paint is on the wall? Because if it's flat, we're not gonna do anything with it. It's just
Yep.
gonna leave the smudges. But if it's a gloss and a semi-gloss, yes, we can. One time we cleaned the house, it was only 1,600 square feet, but the guy who lived in there, he smoked inside. The walls were yellow.
You
They were
might as
supposed
well
to be white.
repaint the whole thing.
Yes, but we had to clean it before to
Yeah.
take the whatever the buildup from the nicotine or whatever
Right.
it is in there. And it's literally when you wash the walls, the water runs down yellow.
Hmm.
And that's what it is. Because sometimes you do have to kind of clean the wall before the painters can even
Yep.
paint it. Otherwise, it's not going to be a good painting job either.
That's
It's
right.
something will
That's
gonna
right.
happen. Yes. So that's why cleaning is important. Sometimes people think, "Oh, I can do it. How hard can it be?" Oh, yes, it can be hard. It's something that people underestimate because we do it all every day, majority of us. But on a level when people look
You only do
for it,
spots,
it's
not the
different.
whole
Yeah.
house.
I when I started the business 2006, I cleaned for 2 years every day myself. Like I was in the houses. I know this job from inside. It's not easy. I remember first house, I was sore like I worked out in the gym for 3 days, for
Mhm.
3 hours. Next day I was that sore, and doing it day after day after day. And that's why when people hire a cleaning company, you get they get because they're trained to go from room to room and get things done without destruction, without like when I clean my home. Oh yeah, let me reorganize the shelf. Oh yes, I need to reorganize the closet. And you forget you're cleaning, you start doing
Mhm.
something else.
Mhm.
And this is you just all of a sudden instead of cleaning a whole house, you decided to reorganize your closet. You don't do it when
That's
you're
not
in it.
cleaning.
It's not like when
Yeah.
people come to people's home. That's we clean.
Right.
We clean. Yeah. So, and again, we try to listen to the customers because there's a difference between messy house and a dirty house. People have different expectations in those houses. Sometimes that they want us to help with them picking up, folding blankets, and fluffing the pillows, and picking up the toys from the kids,
Mhm.
and maybe stocking up certain things. And sometimes we come to the house, and the house like look almost vacant, everything off the surfaces because these customers want a surface cleaning,
Right.
not helping them to reorganize
Right.
things. Yeah, so it's different, and that's why we listen to people.
Well, our biggest take on what y'all do for us is the initial impression
This
when the
is
person opens the door, they walk in, immediately they're gonna, if they
Mhm.
smell the bleach or cleaning
Yes,
solutions, they know it's clean,
that is
and
correct.
that, in my opinion, that helps us lease the properties out.
It does, because when you walk in, and it's another thing, um, the front door. Don't A lot of times people don't think about it, but the front door says a lot about what you're going to see inside. When the front door is clean, there's no cobwebs. If the front door is taken care of, it is not peeling paint
Mhm.
or anything like that. You already know what you're probably gonna see inside will be nice.
Mhm.
But when front door is not in a good shape, you already know what it's. It People don't realize that, but it works pretty much every time. And when a person walks into the door and all of a sudden in the corner, they see hanging cobweb.
Mhm.
That's the first thing they see, no matter how clean the floor is. They're gonna go, I call it white glove it, everything. They're gonna start looking. That's
You gave them
it's
a
a People don't even, yeah, you
reason to
give them
do
a
it.
reason to do that
Yeah.
and they will start looking.
Yeah.
But when the first impression, you're right, when the first impression you walk in, an overall picture, because the details were done right, it gives that impression of nice, clean, and ready to move in home. Even some corners were missed, unfortunately, if people may not even notice it
Mhm.
because the very first impression was that great.
Yep.
That's why I tell people take care of your front door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.